Well, hey folks, it's Sleeve once again, not in South Jersey. I'm in either Lake Hiawatha or Parsipany, and I'm at an abandoned TD Bank store. Notice I didn't say branch, but store, and the reason being is unlike the previous TD Bank locations abandoned that I've located for you, this originally was a Commerce Bank. Now, Commerce Bank was different in that they had a lot of red and blue, whereas most banks would never use red when Commerce was formed because red meant you were in the red or you were losing money. But Vernon Hill, he was kind of a renegade in that respect, and that's why if you go to a Republic Bank today, it's much like the old-fashioned Commerce Banks were. Now, every Commerce store, and he did this way because he was formerly a franchise owner of a Burger King. And so he did banking more like you would do a retail establishment and made them stores, not branches. Well, they all look the same. They have a similar architecture to them. And they had a lot of branding on them. Of course, very colorful interiors. When I applied to work for Commerce at their headquarters, I was told that the place looked like Walt Disney threw up. Real technicolor. And on the doors, there'd be like a red C, which, of course, when TD took over, they took them off and put green TDs and greened up everything. But we're going to get out and take a look-see. But before we do that, do me a favor. Click subscribe and ring the bell for more notifications so you know when I'm dropping new videos. And comment below. Let me know that you did so I can comment back. So without further ado, let's check out the Commerce, now former TD Bank, store. And there's the former Commerce Bank sign. Later, the TD Bank sign. And as you can see, Commerce stores had a certain look to them. And this is pretty much the layout. They would flip and flop between which side the offices were and the drive-thru were, but they pretty much looked all alike. This general look here. And this is the third, or actually no, fourth one I've seen. I've seen 3 down South Jersey of this particular type that have been shuttered. And I don't know why. Usually, I can't get too close. We can take a look, see inside there. I want to go through the plants. Now, usually, it's the more modern store like this that stays open. And this must have been open into 2020. So you can see the social distancing signs. And you can see they removed the TDs where the red C's used to be. And see, I don't know if you look inside, but you can see very colorful bank. Now, you'll notice they use panes of glass for the doors, and they have like a pane of glass here separating the entranceway. And they do that because they put a walk-up ATM here. I used to be a field service technician for NCR, and when we would service the walk-up ATM, there were a couple of switches underneath that table here. I can't show you where. And those switches would actually lock this door, and it would lock the door on the other side over there. So that way, nobody is coming into this area while I was servicing the ATM. And you still had access to the building while I was servicing the ATM over here by going through this door here. Now, it looks like they got some kind of little blockers to keep you out too. And after hours, you'd put your card in here, and this would unlock the door so you could use the ATM. But of course, they've disabled that. And this is probably where the TD or the Commerce C was. Now we're coming along to drive-through lanes. Now, when this was a Commerce did not do drive-up ATMs. They just did not do them. The walk-up ATM would be it, but no drive-up ATMs. And so TD brought in the drive-up ATM, but this one doesn't have it, or never had it, looks like. And that's where the depository would have been. I don't think that's an ATM spot. And the store closed on April 23rd. I'm guessing April 23rd of this year, maybe. Let's see if we can take a look, see, and you can see where you say TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. And you can see they really put a lot of work into making these TDs look, well, Commerce, look really neat looking. These are the go lights, if you will, when you're in the drive-through lane. And this really must have been a very impressive building when it was first built. Of course, we're not going to get in here, obviously. Not even trying, not even thinking of it. But we want to take a look and see what you can see. And I get to share a little bit about my experiences servicing Commerce Bank, now TD. See probably the one-way sign, if I had to venture a guess. Let me take a look-see. What'd I tell you? We're going the opposite way there, though. And, you know, the Commerce stores, they also had a nice little curb here, and they really made it look pretty. They did a good job of that. This, of course, has been the drive-up ATM side over here. And had an open office area, so you could talk to a banking specialist or whatever, whether it was about starting an account or issues with your account or whatever, applying for a loan. And they always like to have pictures of historic areas in their general area where they were serving. So that's probably some kind of Lake Hiawatha or Parsipany location years gone by. But again, it's in great shape. I don't know why they would close this place. By the way, if you know why they shuttered it, if you're in the Lake Hiawatha, Parsipany, Troy Hills area, comment below and let me know. Now, it looks like this one got hit maybe by someone backing into it, or someone didn't make the turn like they ought to. But, yeah. Now, I thought someone was here watching over the place, but it's actually just a, looks like a derelict truck. I saw on the one side the window was broken, so I'm not messing with that, of course. But then you have the glass over there. It gives some nice natural sunlight into the building when you're waiting in line. Wish I could get a little closer here, but it's probably best I don't. But again, see, I don't want to get too close because obviously it would, raise suspicion. We have the lights that are out here. Obviously, they're solar powered. Well, this one was until it's no more. But you have like lights out here, and of course, they also act as ways to prevent someone from driving right through the front door. And a lot of good that did. And it's a very busy area we're on. I had a hard time getting out of the parking lot of the superfood town where I was previously. But, it looks like there's a little issue with the fencing as well, as you can see here. Maybe someone had a little accident or something, looks like. Interesting. Maybe someone in the area knows what happened. Well, that looks, it looks like it could have been much worse. Could have ended up right about there. But enough of the TD. I'm going to actually step over here and try to get a nice picture for my video thumbnail. And now back to the car. It's interesting, folks. I've been noticing, this is the fourth one I've noticed so far, a TD Bank store that's from a former Commerce that's been shuttered, and can't figure out why. Maybe someone knows why. If you do, comment below and let me know. I love learning something new from my commenters and subscribers and viewers and whatnot. By the way, if you're a viewer and you're not a subscriber yet, why don't you subscribe? I post all kinds of interesting places that I've been to, abandoned places, malls, and even supermarkets. And sometimes I come up with stuff that surprises me. And I like to bring you along too. So comment below. Of course, let me know I'm doing good so I do more of it. Subscribe and ring the bell so you get updates when I'm dropping new stuff. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, have a great day. And I'll see you when I see you. I can't believe I got in this place.